Hey guys, ADHD here. In today's video on Cartoon Wednesday, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build the Loud House from the cartoon The Loud House on Nickelodeon. We are going to get started on this right now. As always guys, if at any point in the video you feel like I'm going too fast, you can always pause or rewind it at any point to keep up. And if you guys actually build this, feel free to send a picture of it to me on Twitter or Instagram. I would love to check it out. But let's get into it. So starting off, we are going to need birch planks, we are going to need bricks, orange wool, white stained glass panes. You can also use just regular glass if you don't have glass panes. Dark oak wood stairs, spruce planks, trap doors, and not the grass block. We're gonna need some other stuff though. We're gonna need some other stuff later, but for right now, this is all you're going to need. So let's get started. Okay, so starting off, we're gonna be starting with the brick blocks, and we're gonna do a row of 15 brick blocks. Go ahead and ignore all these markings on the floor. These are just to make sure that I am like 100% accurate as I go. You guys can just go ahead and ignore those though. So again, starting off with a row of 15 of the brick blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, and then once you've done that, just go ahead and do one more on top of that. Alright, perfect. And then the next row is going to be just like this. So follow along. It's going to be a total of 6 birch planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to be a orange block, or orange wool, a spacing of 1, then an orange wool, then it's going to be another 6 birch planks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should take you to the end right there. Alright, then the next row is just like this. 2 birch planks, 1, 2, 3 of the glass panes or regular glass, 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to be 1 birch plank, 1 orange wool, a spacing of 1, 1 orange wool, a birch plank, then 3 glass panes, 1, 2, 3. Then 2 birch planks, 1, 2. Okay, so after you have that, you're basically gonna do that exact same thing, except for a little bit different, but it's just gonna be the orange area. So it's gonna be just like this: 2 birch planks, 1, 2, 3 glass panes, 1, 2, 3. Then it's gonna be 1 birch plank. Then it's going to be 1 of the orange wool. And then I recommend using the glass block for this one, not the regular glass pane. You're gonna place 1 white stained glass because we're gonna put a door here and it kind of leaves like an opening there if you use the panes. And then 1 orange wool. Then it's going to be 1 birch plank. Then it's going to be 3 glass panes. Then it's going to be 2 birch planks. Okay, I'll back up so you guys can take a look at it and make sure you guys are exact same spot I'm at. All right, and then the next row is going to be just like this. It's going to be 2 birch planks, 1, 2, 3 glass panes, 1, 2, 3, 1 birch plank, 3 orange wool, 1, 2, 3, 1 birch plank, then 3 of the glass panes yet again. And then once you've done that, it's going to be 2 birch planks. And there you go. So now that you've done that, what we're going to do next is you're going to do a total of 6 rows of birch plank. This is where it gets a lot easier. So just 1, and then 2. I'm going to make like a long pause in between each one. 3, 4, 5. Feels awkward during that long pause. And then 6. I don't like being that quiet for that long. Makes me feel uncomfortable. Alright, so there's 6 rows of the birch plank. So from right here, guys, again, this first row is above all of our detailing here. It's going to be 6 rows of the birch plank. So just make sure you have that correct. Okay. So the next row coming back up from here is going to be 1 of the birch planks. And then we're going to use a spruce wood. I just want to move it a little closer in my inventory. 1 spruce wood. Plank, I mean, sorry. Then it's going to be 3 glass panes. 1, 2, 3. 1 spruce plank. Then it's going to be a total of, I think, yeah, 3 birch planks. 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to be a spruce plank. Then 3 glass panes. A spruce plank. Then a birch plank. Okay? Then you're going to do that exact same thing for 2 more rows. So just basically do everything twice now. And for the glass panes, if you guys want, I always recommend going sideways with these things. I know they can be quite annoying to place. Any direction you place them, they're annoying, but I do them sideways and it kind of helps me a bit. So just basically just do everything except twice. It's just a lot simpler than trying to, you know, go through everything. All right. And then the birch planks too. Okay, and once you've got that done, what you guys want to do now is get out your trap doors, and on all of these spruce blocks, go ahead and put a trap door on them, just like this. It doesn't really matter how they go on. It's just so you can kind of have the effect of like kind of like window shades. That's the only purpose for them being there in the first place. So it doesn't really matter how they're put on there, just as long as it covers every block. Okay, perfect. So once you've done that, the last row for this row until we start working on the actual roof is just a full row of the birch planks on top of this. All right, and then once you've done this, oops, just messed up the part of mine. Okay, there it is. So this is what you should have. I'll back up so you guys can pause and make sure yours looks the same. And if it doesn't look the same, you might want to go back and check and fix something. All right, so now we're gonna be working on these sides. And as you guys are seeing, the you know, this obviously has a patio and stuff. So what we're basically doing is treating the, you kind of imagine this part being completely separated from the house. And that's how I actually designed it, was basically building this part first and then adding on that part. So that makes it a little bit easier and easier to think about too. So basically just imagine us, you know, work on that part of the house first. So let's get started on these sides. Okay, so starting on the right side, what we're gonna do is get out your spruce planks, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna start off by basically playing, we're gonna go like row by row all the way out because it's a lot easier that way. So starting off, you're gonna do 2 brick, 1, 2. Then you're going to get your spruce planks and you're gonna go all the way up until you get 1 block above the side one right here. Okay, so we should be 1 above it. Then the next row, same thing. We're just gonna do this 5 times until you're 1 block above. So this is our second one right here. And then this will be our third one. You're just gonna keep doing this and keep going up 1 block above what the regular one is, like the starting point one was. Okay, this is our third one right here. And then our fourth one. I wish the alarm, like, it's kind of annoying having to switch through all of them so fast, but I guess it's the only way you could really do it on Xbox, the hot bar. Okay, and this should be our 5th one, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect, okay? And now we're gonna continue doing this, and we're gonna do 5 more, but it's gonna be going down now. So now we're basically doing the same thing, but going, I can't get in the air, but going down now. So now we're gonna be 1 block lower, just like that. And just do this basically 5 times. That's 1 for me. Then 2. And then if you want, you could also just do this, but I'm not gonna do that right now. You could just, if you're like an expert Minecraft builder, you could just do this, which I could do, but I don't wanna. Actually, I'll just go and do that if you want, but no, I'm not. I'm just like confused. I could do that, but I don't want to confuse anybody else, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing it like this. But if you wanted to, if you're like a Minecraft expert, you can just go ahead and do it like that. Okay, so it's 3. Then 4. And then here's our 5th one right here. Boom, okay. So now that we have this side done, now we're just gonna go and do the other side. And we have some stuff on some detailing on the sides, but we're gonna do that last, simply just because that's just, you know, really simple stuff. We just wanna get the shape first. So what you wanna do is just to go ahead and take the bricks and just basically replicate what we have on this side. And the way I'm doing this is just looking over there. So I'm not doing anything different than you guys should be doing. No notes or anything. Just literally you're copying exactly what's on that side. So just go ahead and do exactly the same thing. And then for reference, just look over there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do this with you guys. I'm not gonna skip ahead during this part just because I feel like, I don't know, I wanna at least show you guys this part. And I'm just going all the way up. And if at any point you feel like you're confused, like, hey, where am I at? Just go ahead and look right across for that one. It's the exact same way. The back is relatively simple. I mean, there's a lot of windows, but that's pretty much it. The hardest part, I would say, honestly, is probably just the little, probably the roofing that kind of connects around the building. As you guys can see, that goes like up there. It's not hard, it's just kind of hard to explain. For me, what's hard is like never the actual build. It's just trying to make something explainable, because sometimes stuff is like really hard, you know, like certain areas where it's just like, you know, put 3 blocks is really easy to explain, but sometimes it's like weird stuff, it's hard to explain. So that's how I measure difficulty, is how hard it is for me to explain. Alright, so now that we have the sides done, let's go ahead and do the back, and then we'll start doing the detailing, and then we'll do the roofing, and then we'll work on the actual front porch, which will actually make it kind of sum up the actual main house. Then we'll have to do the garage and then the little front area, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's do the back. Okay, so for all of the windows in the back, because there's so many of them, we're just going to leave them as blank spaces, and then we'll put all the windows in at the end. Okay, so starting, what you want to do is get your bricks out and just connect them. That's literally all you're going to do, just connect them using the bricks. So just back and forth like that. Then the first row on your list is going to be just a row of birch planks. Okay, then our next row is going to be a birch plank. Then it's going to be 3 spruce planks. 1, 2, 3. 1 birch, 3 spruce, 1 birch, 3 spruce, then 1 birch. Okay, then the next one's going to be 1 birch, a spacing of 3, 1 birch, a spacing of 3, 1 birch, a spacing of 3, 1 birch. Next row is gonna basically just do that for 2 more rows. You just want to make these windows 3 high. Okay, and then the next row is gonna be 1 birch, 3 spruce, 1 birch, 3 spruce, 1 birch, 3 spruce, then 1 birch. And I'll back up because in case that was like too fast for somebody, you guys can see it's just basically making the windows 3 high. All right, from there. So the next row is going to be just like this and be a full row of spruce planks. All right, next row is going to be 1 spruce plank. Or, I'm sorry, 1 birch plank. Then it's going to be 3 spruce planks. 1, 2, 3. 1 birch, 3 spruce, 1 birch, 3 spruce, 1 birch. Then the next row is going to be 3 birches on all of the birch spots that we just left there, because we're going to have 3 more window slots. Alright, and then on top of this, it's going to be 1 birch, 3 spruce, 1 birch, 3 spruce, 1 birch, 3 spruce, and 1 birch. And then sum this up with just 2 rows of birch. And then once you've done that, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead in the video, but just go ahead and pause the video real quick and just fill in those windows with the white stained glass. Okay, so now we're going to start on adding the roof, and you guys are not going to believe what happened to me. So I actually just got done basically finishing the whole tutorial, and then I realized I was calling the dark oak wood stairs spruce wood stairs the entire time. So I had to go back to this part in order to recorrect myself so nobody didn't use spruce wood on accident. So let's get started on the roof again for me. What you're going to do is starting at the beginning right here, this first row, you're going to get your dark oak wood stairs and go along this entire thing just like this, making sure the stairs are upright though, just like this all the way through till you get to the other side. And this is again the first row like that, it's like connecting to the windows, okay? And making sure you're coming off 1 block on both sides just like this. And we're going to do this basically all the way to the other side. So I'm going to just go ahead and do this part. I just like to do the sides first is like my tactic. And then on these top block right here, you want to use a slab. Specifically just for the top block. And then I just, like I said, I do all the sides first because this makes it easier for me. But you do however you like to. And then again, back down here, just go all the way to the other side. And now I'm going to do this side too. I'm going to skip ahead when I actually fill all this in, but I just want to show you guys, like, you know, basically where to stop and where to begin, and, like, you know, to use a slab on the top part right here on these dark oak wood stairs. And going all the way down. And now you guys see where my stairs are going to be. So it's basically just like, this is how my roof's going to be, so yours should be. Now I'm just going to go ahead and fill all of this in, but go ahead and pause the video real quick, and you guys can just go ahead and finish yours up. I'm going to skip ahead in the video though. Okay, so once you have the roof, it should look like this, and as you guys can see, it's starting to come together now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the side detailing for the actual house. Simply just because once we finish that, all the side detailing, all we have to do is do the porch, and that pretty much is what sums the whole house up. That's what really makes the whole house come together. So once we do the sides detailing, we'll just do that. So let's just get the sides out of the way and get everything out the way besides the porch. So let's go ahead and do this, okay? So what you're going to do is come to your roof you have here, obviously. And you're going to go to the second stairs in the back. So we come to the back and the second stair right here. So this one, you're going to go diagonal from this stair 2 blocks. So 1, 2. And then this block right here, you're going to remove it. And then the 3 blocks that are basically connecting to it on the left side of it, you just remove those just like this and replace them with the glass stained panes. All right. And then go ahead and drop down to the floor. And what you're going to do is come to the left, basically the front, and you're going to go to the right a total of 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th block on the birch plank row, what you're going to do is go to the right a total of 5 birch planks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then what you're going to do is on top of that row, do the exact same thing. The next row is going to be 1 birch plank, a spacing of 3, 1 birch plank. Next row, same thing. Then the final row is birch planks all the way across. Okay, then remove those blocks that are inside that gap spacing we left there, just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go and get our oak wood stairs out, and going along this entire rim just like this, you want to go ahead and add a little roofing to this. This is kind of like a little side window, like, you know, reading nook area. And then you want to do on top too, and you'll make sure all the stairs turn so it looks like a good solid, you know, roofing area, just like that. And then place glass panes inside the glass, this little, you know, opening right here. Alright, so this is one side. So now we're going to do the exact same thing on this side, and I'll work you through that as well. So again, come to your second stair on the back and go diagonal 2, 1, 2. Remove those 4 blocks. Replace them with the glass pane. then come down to the floor, and yet again go to the front and go to the left this time, a total of 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then using our birch planks, we're going to go to the left 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next row, same thing. The row after that is going to be 1 birch plank, a spacing of 3, 1 birch plank. Should be an expert at it by now. So it's going to be 1 birch plank, a spacing of 3, 1 birch plank. Then it's going to be a full row of birch plank. And then remove those blocks yet again. And then get out your stairs and go around yet again. And again, if any of this part's a little too fast, you guys can go ahead and skip ahead. Or I mean pause it, just because I know I'm going a little fast, but it's because we already did it once technically. So we're just doing the same thing on this side. Alright, and then now what you guys want to do real quick is on both of those things we just, oh sorry, go ahead and put the windows in real quick. So what you're going to do now is go ahead and get out some birch stairs. I just didn't want to do this till the end, so you'd have to come back and get those back out in your inventory. And go ahead and put them upside down on both sides, like on both ends. And do that on this side as well. Okay, and then what I want you guys to do is come back over to this left side one. And these 3 center blocks right here, what you're going to do is you're going to take bricks all the way up and to the top and remove the stairing, that's like the stair or slab that are in those 3 areas. So, and this one will be removing a slab. And basically make it so you're 1 block above everything, except for the middle one should be half a block above everything. Alright, and then once you get to that height on all of them, what you guys want to do is get out a stone slab. And then replace that, or not replace, add the stone slab on top of that. Okay, and that's a chimney. Alright, so that is completely done with the side paneling. Let's go ahead and do the porch area, and we will actually be done with the main house. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, so what we're going to do for the porch area, guys, you're going to get out your birch planks yet again. And what you're going to do at the beginning is from this side of the house to the other side, you're going to do 3 rows of 2 high, like they're 2 high of birch planks. So just like this. This will technically be 1. And then 2. And just make sure they're 2 high. That's all it really is. Just like this. And then 3. Alright, so then the next row is going to be like this. So the row after that, it's going to be on the left side. It's going to be 2 bricks going straight up. And then on top of that, or I'm sorry, 3 bricks. So 3 bricks right here. Then a polished andesite on top of that. Then it's going to be a total of 4 of the birch planks, but they're going to be 2 high yet again. And then on this one, it's going to be 2 bricks. Then a polished andesite. Then it's going to be a spacing of 3. Then it's going to be 2 bricks and a polished andesite. Then it's going to be 4 of the birch planks 2 high yet again. All this is 2 high. Okay, and then the final one's going to be 3 bricks, 1, 2, 3, and then a polished andesite on top. All right, and then what you guys do is get out some what are they called? The stone brick stairs. And basically on this block right here, you're going to take this all the way down like regular stairs you would, you know, just like this. And then in the row right in front of that, you just want to go ahead and place down some stone brick blocks there too, just to kind of help it meld into the stairs. I already did that because, like I said, I already did this part. So now what you guys want to do is on both sides of the stairs, just mimic what you did on these. So go up 2 stairs, can't even speak, 2 bricks on all of these areas right here, and then add a polished andesite to those, just like that. All right, so that's what you guys should have right now. All right, perfect. Next, what I want you guys to do is we're gonna actually add like the actual what are they called, like stair or like roofing of the, I don't know, like the, I don't know what to call it, but it's like the little roofing that goes over the porch. So basically go to the windows and then go 2 blocks down, and on the 3rd row right here, basically you're gonna go ahead and take this all the way from this side to the other side. All right, then right below that you're gonna do it again, but it's gonna be coming out 1 this time, just like that. Then the next row, I'm sure you guys will know what to do. It's going to be the same thing, but it's going to be 3 this time. So 1 will be out this way yet again. So it should end up just like that. And then once you've done this, I want you guys to get out your dark oak wood stairs and go on top of this all the way. So it should be 1 block away from the windows. And make sure you're coming off 1 block on both sides. And again, this is how I do my stairs. You don't have to do like this, just the way I do mine. Works better to me. And then basically just go, you know, you guys know the drill by this point. Just take the stairs all the way across. I'm having trouble with the stairs. I have a lot of trouble with this build for some reason. I don't know. Just been, I don't know, having an off day, I guess. So I've been having a lot of trouble. And this is really not that hard of a build. Like, you know, you guys can see some of the stuff I build if you're new here. with a lot of crazy stuff. It's really not that hard of one, but I'm just having a really off day. Okay, so now that we have that done, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and get out your birch fence and go around the entire porch area we made and basically leave the brick spots alone and then leave the stairway opening and then just keep taking them around. Alright, and then basically on just the two side ones, take the birch fence all the way up to it connects with the like the little roofing area we made for it. Alright, and then what you guys want to do now is basically, this is a part where it kind of like makes it look more like the Loud House than ever, is take these stairs all the way along the side of their building. I don't know why they're like that. Their roof is just like this. And you want to go diagonal all the way until you connect with the back of the roof, basically, just like this. Alright, and that's how it should look. And then do the same thing on this side. But this side's a little bit different, obviously, because we do have the chimney there. So what you want to do is basically just imagine you're still doing it and keep going diagonal until you get here. So just basically, like I said, just imagine you're doing it still until you get to the top one. And then it's going to be kind of hard to place this one because we don't have the angle. There you go. So like I said, just imagine that you were doing it the whole way. And I'm making sure mine was still imaginarily correct. Actually, mine was imaginarily wrong. We'd be right here. Dang. So that's why I said you want to make sure you have it kind of, I mean, it doesn't really matter. No one's probably be like, hey, you see that stair? It's a little bit off, because they probably won't even know. But that's how it should look. I know it's kind of weird, but that's actually how their house is. I don't know why it's like that, but that's how it is. So now once we've done that, let's just go ahead and go inside real quick and go ahead and put a door. So I'm going to remove this brick real quick and replace it with a birch plank and then put the door in. And then now that we've done that, now we can work on the garage, and then we'll do the details, and then we'll be finished. Okay, so for the garage, we're going to need to use the birch planks, the block of iron, we're going to need the white stained glass panes, and we're also going to need the dark oak wood stairs. I don't know how many times I'm going to keep calling them spruce wood. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, so what you want to do now is come to the house we started on, like the main part of the house right here, as you can see. And from here, you're going to go to the right, a total of 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And right here, you're going to start with a birch plank, just like this. I'm going, yet again, we're going to follow along with me from left to right. So it's going to be just like this. It's going to be 1 birch plank, then it's going to be in 1, and then it's going to be a total of 7 of the blocks of iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it's going to be diagonal again, and then the birch plank. All right, and then what you're going to do is on both the birch planks right here, what you're going to do is take those up a total of, for right now, just take them up for 5, a total of 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just connect those two. And then coming back to the little garage right here, what you want to do is do 2 more rows of the block of iron. And then the next row is going to be block of iron, window, block of iron, window, block of iron, window, block of iron. Then the final row is all block of iron. All right, and then the next row is going to be just like this. On top of all this, it's going to go in 1 block. And it's going to be birch planks all the way till you're 1 block away from this side. And basically just doing that all the way up. Just going in 1 block on both sides until you get to 1 on top. Just like that. Okay, and then once you've done this, you're going to take the birch of plank, or not birch of planks. I was going to say like something, I don't know what I was trying to say. The birch really quick. And you want to go ahead and go all the way to the back until you're 1 block away from the, or not 1 block, till you're exactly lined up with the back of the house, just like this. And then you're going to take that birch block all the way up to the top. And so you're basically right where the front piece is. And the garage is really simple, it's just a little bit time consuming. So just like this, so you get to right there. And then do the same thing on this side. So just basically duplicate it. Gotta be really patient when you're Minecraft building, but it's always worth it, you know. It's like, sometimes it's a little bit like, you know, annoying building certain things, but I really enjoy building the cartoon houses because it's really worth it to just, you know, when you get done with it, just to see what it looks like after. And then on top of this part right here, just go ahead and do this as well. Just take it across so it kind of blends better with the garage. And then in the back, all you're going to do is this. You're just going to connect 1 row of birch plank on the bottom. Then connect it on the top as well. Then do 1 block row in the middle. And then what you want to do is go ahead and add windows. Just put glass panes in all this area right here. Just because you want to have, and just, you know, you could turn the garage into like a guest house if you wanted to, really. But I just wanted the windows just there because it has a little natural lighting in the garage. It's not all like, you know, stale. Alright, just like that. And then just go ahead and copy the roof the exact way as the front is. Or like the little like front piece. just like this. And then once you've done this, do the roofing the exact same way we did for the house itself. Just going all the way along it, making sure you're coming off by 1 block on both sides. And you're going to take this from this side of the house all the way to that side of the house. I'm not going to show you this part. I'm going to skip ahead. But again, on the last block on top here, you want to make sure that you do a dark oak slab right here on this piece, because this one's the only one you're going to use a slab. The rest of them you're just going to do stairs all the way from the bottom to the top. Okay, so again, pause the video. I'm going to skip ahead to do that. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and get out some block of quartz. And what you're going to do is go right here to this block right here, and these 3 center blocks right here that are 1 block above the garage. And you want to just place a row of block of quartz. Then the next row, place a block of quartz, a red wool, a block of quartz. Then on top of that, you want to place quartz slabs. Just all along the top like that. And then where the little there's this basically right below the red wool, you want to place a web. And then place signs all around it. This is basically our basketball hoop. Alright, and then what I want you guys to do is now we're actually going to work on the little walkways. So go and get out some stone, really, because that's just our sidewalk. And what you're going to do is from right here, you're going to remove this entire area, a total of 3 blocks. And you're going to remove this until you're basically 15 blocks away. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can do less, more or less, depending up to you guys. So I'm going to do 15 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you're just going to remove all 3 of these. And like I said, it doesn't really matter. If you want to make this going all the way till the end of the world, you can do that. It doesn't really matter. So it's just up to you. But I'm just going to do mine 15. And then the one for the actual garage area, it's actually a bit bigger. So what you're going to do is make sure you're 3 blocks on both sides of the garage. Just like this. And then 1 block behind that garage. So just kind of mimic it like this. So I'm going to have to clear this all out. But just again, you want to make sure 3 blocks of space on the sides, and then 1 block of space in the back. Or I'm doing 2, but it just 1 block, but I'm doing 2 for whatever reason because I made a mistake. But I'm gonna go and fix that real quick. So 1 block of space from the actual garage in the back, but 3 blocks of space on the sides. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, or skip ahead in the video, but go ahead and pause it and go ahead and do that. Okay, and then once you've done that, you want to basically just remove all of these pieces until you get all the way to where the walkway is for the other one. So basically just the same exact length. So you want them to match up perfectly. And then just go ahead and connect that little area to the side area we made over here. And then once you've done that, I'm sure you guys know what to do next. I'm gonna just get way ahead of it for this because this part's really annoying. You're just gonna remove all of this dirt and then replace it with the stone. So again, I'm gonna skip ahead in the video, but go ahead and pause and do that again. Replace all of this and replace it with the stone. Okay, so once you have that filled in and that filled in, now you guys can see it's really starting to come together more than ever even. What you want to do now is go ahead and get some iron fence out, and you want to make sure you're 2 blocks, basically following along the line of the walkway though, but you want to make sure you're 2 blocks away from the house and take these iron fence around the entire house. Like I said, this house has a lot of tedious stuff, and I've noticed. I'm just I don't know, when I'm building it for just for the build, like the kind of the example one, like the rough draft, or not rough draft, but like the final draft one. I usually never really notice how tedious stuff is. I'm listening to music and stuff, but I'm doing the tutorials. I really notice how and then on this side you want to make sure you're 2 blocks off from the garage area. How tedious this certain stuff is. I didn't really notice how many tedious jobs there were in this house. All right. And then now that you're here, what you're going to do is go ahead and get out some bone meal. And on this side of the house, you just want to go ahead and throw all this stuff around. Basically just making the grass look really kind of worn and just old and, kind of nasty looking. Like it's not been taken care of very much. That's just how their house looks. So you want to do that on this side too. And just kind of place them randomly. You don't want to do it too much, but I'm going to go ahead and trim mine up in a little bit here. Just to make it kind of perfect. Along the side too. And you can go around the back as well. That's what I'm doing. And like I said, don't worry about that stuff that got outside the fence. We're going to go ahead and trim that real quick. So now I'm going to go ahead and just go around this and make sure everything is kept within our yard though, at least. Because that's kind of how theirs is. And just like this. And around this whole side piece too. I'm going to go ahead and trim this myself real quick. But then all we have to do is plant the tree. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead for that. Okay, so for the tree, there's no real placement order, but I kind of do mine from the yard sign, I guess, just go in 2 blocks and then up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right here. And the way that you plant the tree is really kind of weird. It's kind of just, you have to just kind of keep planting it until you get a large tree to grow. This was not a tree I made. This is just a natural tree. So depending on you, if you want to have like a large tree, that's the one I recommend. But the way I did mine is I kind of made this little like makeshift like thing and then it's used bone meal a bunch of times until it grew. And see, that's not really as big of a tree, but for the sake of tutorial, I'm just gonna leave it like that. But if you want to make it like better, I would recommend just keep, you know, planting and replacing the tree over and over and over again until you get a large tree, which is exactly what I had to do. It was not easy for me either. I feel like Donald Trump. It was not easy for me. I had a small loan of $1 million, no, but it really wasn't easy for me. I had to do that exact same thing. I just had to keep planting that tree until it came out the way I wanted it to. But for now, we'll just leave it with that small tree. That is pretty much it though, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. For the interior, as you guys know, because of cartoon logic, I can't get it exactly the way I did. On mine, I just put oak stairs along the, or oak blocks along the entire bottom, and then made my floors and decorated it myself like the way I wanted to. And then the garage, I just put the stone blocks. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I built all kinds of crazy stuff in Minecraft already, as you guys can see. I built Sanjay and Craig's house, Bob's Burgers. I built Steven Universes, Courage the Cowardly Dog, We Bear Bears, Teen Titans Go, Regular Show, Invader Zim, The Amazing World of Gumball. I'm trying to, we did a lot of them. So definitely recommend you subscribe for all of those and a lot of other, Fairly Odd Parents too. Did Fairly Odd Parents, Powerpuff Girls. I did a lot of them. Jeez. But anyway, guys, thank you so, Clarence too. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. You guys see my ADHD is showing more than ever because that was a long build. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Anyway, bye.